And we are live. Welcome back, everybody. I didn't even bother starting at the office today because we can't do our chores, we can't do anything with the chickens, we can't do anything with the dog. So, yeah. I would really like to redecorate some of my office and can't do that. Hello, Luke. Hello, Roy. Welcome. I think our main thing today is that we need to do bathrooms. I placed swatches over the weekend so I'd remember what I wanted to do in these. So I'm just gonna kind of get right into this one. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? We don't get to talk a lot during the Nancy Drew stream, so how was everyone's weekend? I need... it's similar. Wall. Ah. There we go. This. Oh, man. Well, Walmart is where the fights happen. That's what you go to Walmart for, because you want to see fights. Or is that just me? I actually have seen some pretty dramatic fights go down at Walmarts. You sit in the Walmart subway, you can have dinner and a show. It is true though. There's just something that happens at a Walmart. Okay, I need... Hey Benjamin, welcome back! How are you doing? I needed AHW corner. Alright. Yeah, I'm doing okay. So, like I was saying, we don't really get to talk as much. Like, it's not as chatty in the Nancy Drew streams. Hey, Lociation, welcome back. I feel like this is my biggest event. I finished my Afghan that I've been working on. It is gigantic. It is a queen-sized, like, bedspread. The thing's huge. I'm very proud of it. So I need to get pictures and haven't done that yet, but it is finished and I'm so excited. Okay, those are all good. So then I need this one up here. And for down here, I think. Ooh, it doesn't quite line up. That's obnoxious. It's okay. I'm hoping. Hey, Sim Sim. Welcome back. Yeah, that is the biggest Afghan that I have made to date. I don't think I will ever make one that is larger than that, but also I never thought I would make one that was that big, so I guess we'll see. This thing? Yes. Oh, that's odd. Oh, I put it on backwards. I think that's the problem. Okay. Roy says I was making a pot holder and it turned into a car cover. Anybody remember the episode of MASH where Margaret starts out, I think, crocheting a pot holder, and then it turns into, like, she's crocheting a scarf, and then it turns into she's crocheting a sweater, and her project just keeps getting bigger and bigger? Might have been knitting rather than crochet, but I think... Oh, shoot. It's the one where it's like a full year. Okay. I do... Okay. Corner does not fit perfectly. I tried teaching myself to knit once, and I definitely did not do it right because I really hurt my wrists, something awful. So something had gone wrong. Yeah, while I was crocheting that Afghan, I kept thinking about Margaret's project. Okay, I think I'm just gonna paint the casements the closest blue I can find. It's not quite gray enough. Have a grayer blue. Fresh morning. Let's try that one. It's like, it was such a big project. It really did feel like it was taking over. Okay, so that's not a perfect match. Might just wind up looking terrible in here. We'll allow it. For now. I want to do a chair rail before I forget though. Walls. Molding. Wall moldings. Okay, what have we got? Kind of like that one. This one feels more Victorian though. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Watching different groups of people interact is just always entertaining anyway. Also, there's an emo song called Outsider, and now I'm thinking about that, so thank you, Roy. Can I put a chair rail over that? Will it not let me? Oh, it won't let me. That's unacceptable. And that pokes up through the windowsill, which is also unacceptable. Right, what do I do about all that? Well, see, I'm thinking I'm gonna have some problems because I'm trying to use custom wallpapers. And they're just not gonna like me much. Nothing ever really changes. That won't let me put it under. if I already have this there, will it let me? Okay. Put that there and then see. Only the top part will go underneath. Dadgummit. Alright. So I can't do chair rail if I do that. Wallpaper. Oh, that's a bummer. Alright. So we'll just have some bits that don't quite line up. Ooh, that's frustrating. Alright. Yeah, this whole room is turning into a slight train wreck, I think. I'm gonna see if I can put a mirror on it, and if I can't put a mirror on it, we're giving up and doing something else in here. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have that problem upstairs. Because I had a different wallpaper custom thing that I wanted to use up there. And I don't think it's gonna let me put a mirror on it. I can put one in here. So there's that. I do like the spooky music. Like, I really wish that I could choose which music would play. It's cool that it's themed to the expansion packs, but I would love it if I could set which music was playing. And then just have the spooky one almost everywhere. This is true, we're going with the like clawfoot tub everywhere. Because Victorian. Okay, I'm gonna put one more row of these and then I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to do a mirror. I mean, some people say that you can place a mirror if you get rid of all of the wallpaper behind it. I'm like, just have a hole in the wallpaper with the mirror hiding it. All right. See what we can do. Okay. Try the same one. Oh, no, it will let me put a mirror over it. I'm shocked. Like, legitimately shocked. Bet it won't let me do a chair rail up here either. I'll try though. That sounds very southern. Alright, so I think I do need to swap out the window. I don't like where the stuff is in here. So let's get rid of these things. Start from scratch. If the South had royalty, they would bathe in gravy. Yes. That sounds appropriate. I could be a gravy princess. That sounds fun. I just had dinner and y'all are making me hungry. I really love gravy. We were talking, actually over dinner, we were discussing favorite foods and trying to come up with lists of best types of foods. And I might need to add gravy to mine. In fact, I definitely need to add gravy to mine. But going over lists of my favorite foods, we discovered what's the word I'm looking for? A common denominator. apparently my absolute very favorite food of all time is melted cheese. That's it, just melted cheese. Hey, Mrs. First, welcome back. How are you doing today? Roy says today is the anniversary of Woodstock. Interesting. We love trivia. So far, so good. I'm having a horrible hair day, which is kind of funny since the humidity is actually down from where it's been for the last several weeks. Okay, so what do I want to do in here? Not melted cheese in a can. Benjamin says I could drink gravy from the boat. Same! I'll put it on everything. And yeah, melted cheese, because we were talking about like, all right, Italian food, what's your favorite thing? And I'm like, Alfredo sauce. It's like, Mexican food, what's your favorite thing? Queso dip. Well, you can't just let the gravy go to waste. Do I want to go about this? Oh yeah, I also still need to do the floor in here. Oops. Ooh, what about... I know I want like a hex tile for the floor. But yeah, so even you're like, what's your favorite kind of pizza? It's a white pizza where it has Alfredo sauce for the sauce. So again, melted cheese. Yeah. Yeah, it's just all melted cheese all the time. Just thought it was so funny that we found this like common denominator that I hadn't realized was there of, oh yeah, I just really, really like cheese. Specifically melted cheese. Benjamin says if cheese was nutritionally viable, I'd live on it. Yeah, I'd be right there. Way to go, Roy. Let me finish putting the wallpaper, this thing, on this wall, and then try to figure out where I'm putting all of the fixtures. Oh, Benjamin says don't even get me started on poutine. Oh gosh, yes, because it has like melty cheese and gravy. I can't get any that's any good anywhere around here. And I still have not been able to like perfect it, making my own. But what a concept for a food. Roy says, oh gosh, that his mother kept giving him extra food. Got him almost to 250, lost 95 pounds, got down to 175. Mother thought he was starving. I'm learning how to work with it. I'm still having issues. The downstairs bathroom looks like a little bit of a train wreck right now. Oh. Ah. Yeah, so I have a brother who's really into bodybuilding, and I never understood it. It's like, how can you just like work out for hours and hours or whatever and not get bored? How do you not get bored with this hobby? And mentioned before on here that I started taking walks a few months ago because my husband was making me go with them on walks. And we started out doing like little 10-20 minute walks. And I was like, I don't know about this. It seems very exercisey. And now I'm like texting around to all of my friends being like, who wants to go on a 2-hour walk with me? Okay, I think... Ah. That makes sense. Yeah, I definitely have gotten to a point now where if I'm not going for walks, I feel like icky. I'm just gonna place all of these corner ones. I think, oh, probably check to make sure they're the right height. Okay, it's right around here. Okay, beautiful. And then another one right there. Okay. Nice. But yeah, I went from not liking walks and getting very exhausted to enjoying walks, and then I went from enjoying walks to needing walks. Although, I have a friend who's in her 60s, and she was told she had like very early stage osteoporosis and that she should exercise to strengthen her bones. So she got really into walking, and we just went for a walk, and wow, she walks so fast. She walks really, really fast. Okay. I can walk for a long time, but I'm moseying. And she just, like, she's a power walker. And it made me feel very out of shape. Okay. And as first it mentioned, some of the workshop wallpapers are better than others. Yes. I'm particularly getting frustrated when I find one that has a really good pattern and only comes in a single full wall panel. Maybe an extra piece for the corner, but you cannot have doors or windows. Like, well, I need those. Oh yeah, lights are weird in this room. Yes, she's doing really well. Her health is peak, but dadgum, she walks really fast. So I was struggling to keep up. Personally, I like to mosey and chat. Yeah, especially if I want to do a whole room. Like, I need windows and doors everywhere. Am I just supposed to wallpaper myself in? See, we're here for tedium tonight, as I just place 10,000 little pieces of wallpaper. Watch, I'll get to the end and decide I don't even like it that much. Roy says you're making Michael Myers' house way too good. Excellent. That's the goal. Yeah, the spooky bit that you play through when you first get the house and it's haunted was very creepy. like I don't know that I'd been fully prepared for how creepy this house was gonna be. I love it though. I want to play more haunted houses. But either I'm out of haunted houses or I'm almost out of haunted houses. Either way, I'm sad. Like, I'm really actually quite bummed that they're moving on to House Flipper 2, because I can think of a few more House Flipper DLC themes that I would love to see. Oh yeah, it was so creepy. Okay. Getting there. Oh, Mrs. First says, I started building up to walking about a mile at nearby wooded parks a few years ago. I was feeling better than I had for years. Then I had surgery with complications and then got COVID twice. Oh man. Now walking around the grocery store for a few things wears me out completely. I am so sorry to hear that. That's a lot of rough all at once. Well, I guess technically one after another, but yeesh. Okay. Some of the lighting on this side of the house is very odd. Yeah, I have a few self-care things that I haven't done since the lockdown, and I really need to get back to it. Just, I really fell apart at that point. How many pieces of wallpaper even is this? Okay. We're getting there. Need to figure out what I'm doing with the window casement. I might just paint it black. I just painted black. Okay. Boop. Okay. Okay. One more row on this wall, and then we just have the bits on either side of the window. Good grief. Also, I'm still thinking about melted cheese. Over the weekend, we went on a date. It was so nice. We went to Olive Garden, and I decided to try something new. So I got like create your own pasta, whatever, with the creamy mushroom sauce. And oh my goodness. It was absolute bliss. I was a very, very happy princess. Which I'm noticing a theme lately where I'll go to a restaurant, try some new stuff, and find one thing that I absolutely love, and the thing I absolutely love is mushroom blank. So I'm thinking I need to start cooking with mushrooms more. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot to grab a bottle of water. Wow, okay. Almost there. But I think I'll just paint the area. Did you ever see Garfield on Halloween? Doesn't sound familiar. I have a magical moderator who can bring me water. Wonderful. Whew. Alright, and chat is now discussing health, fitness, and bodybuilding on a level that I can't fully comprehend, but they're having a good time. I'm still thinking about melted cheese. I took it for a couple of days. Can I put a chair rail around this one? Walls, molding, wall moldings. Maybe the simpler one. Roy says Garfield on Halloween. When he gets back to the house, he's shoveling the candy in his mouth and going, candy, candy, candy. That's like me at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Yes! 100%. I found a place that is just far enough away that has all-you-can-eat hot pot and Korean barbecue. And apparently they have locations like all over the US. It was phenomenal. My favorite thing was mushroom. Again, I'm sensing a theme. Apparently I need to eat more mushrooms. Okay. Just gonna down a little bit. Oh man. So this place is called K-Pot. I think the nearest one to you, Mrs. First, would be a bit of a drive. Like, I don't... Oh man. Roy, are you saying your record is 6 plates at an all-you-can-eat buffet? Because that's genuinely impressive. Let's do... I think I want to do another bathtub up here. Simply... bathtub. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've definitely never gotten anywhere close to that. But when my brother is bodybuilding and is really pushing it hard and trying to gain bulk and muscle mass and all of that, yeah, he eats like that. Like that's bodybuilder dieting. Yeah, I would die. But what a way to go. So we got that over there. And I guess I'll put the sink and toilet over here. I keep winding up doing like the same layout for every bathroom, but Roy says there's a bulk phase where you eat everything and a lean phase where you're drinking protein. I can remember when he was in his teens and getting into it and we were both still living at home, I remember him eating a lot of chicken and rice. Just so much chicken and rice. I did not understand how he could stand it. Like, I love chicken and I love rice, but at a certain point, how can you even look at more chicken and rice? Let's see, we're going for Victorian. What do we want for that? Do we want to do like the same one that we have downstairs? Do we want to mix it up? Oh, Lociation says that he would also eat broccoli with his chicken and rice. Yeah, chicken and rice and broccoli. In just like vats of chicken and rice and broccoli. It. So this one's nice. It's a little bright. So we might be using the same one from downstairs. Ooh. Ooh. This is a pure white, yeah. And then beige gold. Yeah, put that there. Yeah, you'd also like drink, I want to say at least a half gallon of milk every day. Which, if I did that, I would die. I don't tolerate lactose as well as he does. I would die. Let's find a nice mirror. Might use the same one as downstairs. We did this one. Actually, do we have one with like... Do we have one that has an arch but doesn't look like a window? Oh, there's this. Whoa, that's huge. Is there a smaller one? This is similar. Ooh. Okay, it's hanging a little high. It looks like the way my dad hangs mirrors. But tis. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that might be the first time I've used that mirror. I really like it. That's beautiful. And then... Yep, he's not even that tall, but he hangs mirrors. Like, so that he can barely see into them, which means everyone else in the house, who's shorter than he is, can't see in it at all. It's hilarious. This in here. Roy asks, is that Art Deco? You know what? I don't know. I need to do more research on like what makes Art Deco. Oh yeah, I'll need a rug over here. I'm really tempted to just do my fluffy rug. Ooh. Oh, actually. Okay, first, how big is this one? Whoa. Is that the small? That's the small. That's not very small. Association says it's a pretty mirror, clean lines with curve. Yes. Let's try. Oh, that is still gigantic. I don't really want to do the round though. Alright, well, that's awkward. Let's. Roy says I'll take Art Deco over Victorian. Honestly, I have been on such an Art Deco kick lately, and it's actually upsetting me a little bit because I have always been an Art Nouveau girly. And lately I've just been really drawn to Art Deco. And who even am I anymore? Let's see. Actually, the little stripy one's kind of cute. That's a strong contender. I just recently found out the name of an architecture style that I see a lot, and I always love seeing that style, but I've never known what it was called, and I just recently found it out. Well, I can remember one name for it. It has several. I can only remember the one, but I'm so happy that I finally know something that it's called. If I remember correctly, it was Carpenter Gothic. And it's beautiful. It kind of looks like if you wanted to do a Victorian house, but you could only afford to build a cottage. And I see them a lot in rural areas around here, and it's just beautiful. And I want a towel. Ah, Roy says Carpenter Gothic is beautiful, but I studied a lot of Frank Lloyd Wright. Interesting. I love Frank Lloyd Wright's concept of kind of building the home into the landscape instead of having it compete with the landscape. But he never quite hits for me. Like, I love the concept, but I'd love to see other people trying to do that concept in different styles, you know? Okay, I need a towel for in here. Thinking this towel rack. And hang it right about here. Beautiful. Yeah, I like the nature elements, but I feel like there's also a lot of like very straight line, kind of boxy type of stuff where I would like things that are a little more curvy and kind of like like a not underground hobbit hole. Okay. Oh yeah, I should probably put some kind of like curtain or something up here so that people aren't looking in at you. I do want to learn more about different, like, decor styles and architectural movements and stuff like that. I do currently have I have a couple of books that I borrowed from my mom that I need to go through. Oh, why will it not let me put it there? Interesting. Mrs. First says, I really like Carpenter Gothic, although I never knew the name for it before. And there are a lot of those near where I grew up and where I live now, and I've always thought they look so cute and fun. Right? They look absolutely adorable. I love that it has, like, all the fun gingerbread and quirky angles and stuff of Victorian, but it wouldn't be as much to clean. Oh dear, I think the window is having some issues. So that makes me very happy. And yeah, I see them a lot, but I never knew the name for them. I always just thought of them as those cute little houses with all the angles. So I was so ridiculously excited to find out what they were actually called. Roy says, I'm glad we live in a place where we can have our own opinion. Yes. 100% agree on that. Oh. Can I overlap them? Can I just... maybe like that? It's a little bit odd, but not too odd, I think. Yes, like, I would absolutely live in a quirky little pastel Carpenter Gothic cottage right next to a very modern Frank Lloyd Wright inspired structure. And I would be so happy and think that my neighbors were really cool, you know? Okay, I need a bathroom accessories. Wait. This one is in accessories containers. Need that. Okay. So then, bathroom. Oh, let's use this one. And we'll need toothbrushes. Oh, let's do... yeah, like color theme them to the rooms. Okay. And I'll need toothpaste. Whoop, that's not how you spell tooth. Okay. Yeah, do this one. Okay. Alright. Then I need a towel again. Let's do this one over here, I think. Okay, then they're even. Nice. Alright. Then I want like a toilet brush, I think. Okay. Be just like black matte. We need toilet paper. So... is that one? Or... I think I have some others. Yes, that one's a darker gold. Oh, I love the brass. Don't have enough things that match it. This is perfect though. I'll put it on that side. Okay. Oh. Mrs. First says, I've been working on a build off stream recently. I just haven't felt up to streaming this last week or so. I'd wondered why I hadn't seen any going live notices for you. Been having a lot of fun making my own pictures. Ooh, like the thing where you can use a picture from your computer as wall art. That actually gives me a really good idea for what I should use in here. We'll see if it works. Oh. Benjamin, I just saw a meme yesterday, I think, where somebody was complaining that Unalive is like basically the worst, most boring possible euphemism that people could have chosen to use, particularly when 1920s mobsters put so much effort into coming up with alternatives, like sleeping with the fishes, pushing up daisies. There are so many old-timey euphemisms that are not unalive. Okay, I really like this thing. I think that's what I'll put down here. Benjamin says, I like Unalive just because it is boring. That's fair. Like, it's so on trend. Discord needs a memes section. Possibly. That's possible. Where is that thing? I can't remember what it's called. I know exactly what I want. I just can't remember where it is. There we go. Goth framed pictures. Ooh. Yes. Absolutely yes. Ooh. Mrs. First says, I'm trying for a sort of Tuscan look. So I've been doing framed Tuscan landscapes and grape wine themed pictures. I also found that if you get a picture of a tile mural or individual tile, you can make it into a picture without a frame and it will look like a tile with depth to it. There's someone on YouTube that I've seen do that for for a kitchen backsplash. I might even be able to find that video and like post the link. I really like her builds. I find it really interesting seeing what different people's favorite items are and going swimming with concrete shoes, Roy. Mrs. First says, I put some of my pet photos and even an old photo of me and Mr. First in frames on dressers. Aww! I love that! Wait a minute, I have not played with that in forever. So let me just look at a picture that I took in the game. Sticker. Oh, you can make it flat. Frame. Oh, yeah. Standard thingy. Okay, all I knew that you could make with these was this. Just the singular painting. No frame, no nothing. That's the Chicago way, Roy. I do actually have a folder that I need to add into this because I have a few ideas for houses that I want to use movie posters from really bad old movies in. So I've been collecting pictures of movie posters for things like Teenagers from Outer Space and The Phantom Planet. Ah, nice. Yeah, even if we can't always watch that much, we do notice if you're there or not. Decorations, plants. Okay, let me pull up pictures that I took of the Haunted Mansion. So we're doing the upstairs hallway right now. Old vase. Old vase. Yep, like I have a bunch of the like pictures of the movie posters, you know, the ones where it's a drawing and they're going like with a big stripe of a bold color behind it. It's like what you see will shock you. Like that kind of old movie poster. I have like 3 different ideas for houses that I could use those in. Okay, so I'm thinking I need a couple of paintings. Speaking of, let's do, honestly, this one's really nice. Let's do this one. Yeah. No, wait, I had a different idea. Wait. There's these 2 paintings. Because I need 2 paintings up here. Oh. Okay, I know we're getting close. I know it. There we go. So we have greeting. Now let's put that one over here. And we have farewell. Those go together. So we'll do one on each end of the hall. And then I'll need a horizontal one for over there. Thank you. Oh, that's really pretty. Let's use that one. Might need to do something along that wall. Probably more paintings. Their hallway also has chairs in it, but ours is very narrow for that. So let's look at some vases. We've got... Ooh. That one's kind of cute. Ooh. Okay, well, what else is on that one? Is it just that? Whoop. Oh, interesting. Okay. Roy says you can take any picture that's on your computer. A friend of mine puts him and his wife in his house on the wall. Aww. Yeah, I've done that before. So I've been playing this game long enough that when I started playing it, I was putting pictures of like K-drama actors on the walls. There was this one really terrible show that I was into at the time, which, like, I still have a soft spot for it. I'm still aware that it's terrible. I knew it was bad then. I know it's bad now. But I enjoyed it anyway, and so I would put screenshots from that on the walls in like all of my builds, just to be silly. Okay, that's actually pretty close. Mrs. First says, sometimes you just need to watch something you know is terrible. Exactly! I keep trying to explain that to Luke, but he thinks that you watch shows for quality or something. Turning brain off to watch TV is so not how his brain works. Okay, so grab this one. Put over here. And then Roy says, I like Mystery Science Theater 3000. Take my brain out, put it on the guy next to me. There's a lot of B movies that I do the same thing with. We are huge Mystery Science Theater fans here. And yes, sometimes you just gotta repeat to yourself, it's just a show. Just relax. Let's see. Vases with plants in them do I have? Not much. Alright. And I really have a thing for, like, not necessarily micro budget, like amateur movies, but those sort of low to mid movies. I just enjoy them for some reason. Wow, even the smallest one's way too big. Oh, I have to remember to put a bouquet of roses downstairs. Up here. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, I like this plant. It's a good plant. I do also quite enjoy B movies. That one's on my mom. She raised me on like old black and white monster movies and stuff. Let's see. Decorations. Just want to see what kind of like runner type rugs I have. I don't think I'm gonna have one in CC that'll work. That one's decent. I like something with a little bit more color. Yep. And Lociation confirms that she does still like the old black and white monster movies. Because they're fun. It's just good, clean fun. Decorations, floor, rugs. We got. Here's this one. That's too wide though. That only barely fits. Benjamin says, I love monster movies so much, especially giant ones. I think my preference is for ones that have terrible transformations. Like the Mad Monster, where you can watch them just gluing fur on the guy's face. Oh, Benjamin says his wife is dragging him to Barbie tonight. You'll have to let us know how it measures up to Godzilla. Oh yeah, I need... There's a very specific thing. It was the first thing I knew I needed in this house, and I still haven't put it in here. But nothing measures up to Godzilla. He's like 400 feet tall. Boom. Had to have a dragon on the fireplace mantle. Very important. See, the movie had so much potential. There's so many things that they could have done with the concept. And from what I hear, it sounds like it has a good concept, and there's some things that are done quite well, and there's some things that are done like really badly. So it just depends on what your priorities are. Benjamin says that his wife went to Godzilla in theaters with them, so this is her cashing that in. That's fair. Yeah, Bryce has brought me to a few movies that were not quite my genre, shall we say. Let's see. What light should I put in here? Like says we have to go see Godzilla, though. We'll see. Just want this one, but I thought I saw one had a particular pattern. Maybe I was wrong. Oh, interesting. That one has a couple Halloween designs. Alright, the game, it has one with a very fancy lampshade. But we don't have anything with that kind of fancy lampshade. So, honestly, this might be the closest. I think that would look good in here, though. Ooh, Royce's new Dracula movie comes out on Friday. Yes, Last Voyage of the Demeter. I am intrigued by that one. Ooh, Luke says it's out already. What? Yeah, I'm intrigued by it. Like, that kind of horror movie tends to be a little too much for me, but it just looks so beautiful, like, in a horrific way, you know? Luke says, I've been hearing super mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people hate it. I mean, that feels like it's everything nowadays, so... It says it's pretty gory. So we went to the movies the other day, and they had a trailer for The Nun 2, I guess. I was not expecting to have jump scares quite that intense in a trailer. So I about jumped into Luke's lap. Like, was climbing on top of him in the theater. Just freaking and jumping out of my skin. And he's like, "So you want to go see that?" No! Not really! No thanks, I choose life. Still don't know about this whole situation. Like... Oh, you know what might help? I think it's The Nun 2. It's in the universe of the Conjuring movies. We'll do this one. Which I've never actually seen any of the Conjuring movies. And I've been okay with that. But I still have never finished watching The Guest, and I'd been really enjoying that show. But it was giving me a few too many jump scares, and it's like, my heart rate can't handle this. This is not healthy. I want like a little mirror. Because I don't have anywhere that I can put a big mirror here, but I can do like this one. I think that's cute. Okay. See, if I'm gonna watch a horror movie, it needs to be a really bad horror movie so that it's so cheesy I can't possibly actually get invested. The trailer for The Nun 2 did look really good. Just a bit too much for me. And when I say a bit, I mean a lot. Benjamin says, I found most horror movies cheesy. I mean, a lot of them are. Oh. Come on, fit, please. Okay. Whoop. Keep hitting that flashlight button. Oh. Well, that sounds intriguing. Okay. How's that? Yeah, Luke's not a huge horror fan. I feel like I watch a lot more horror than he does, but he watches scarier horror than I do. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just want something that's kind of dumb, and a low-budget horror movie can frequently provide that. Okay, I need my pictures of the study/library room. What are some of the things on the shelves? books, stacks of books. See like a vase or a bowl. I know there were a couple other things that I didn't get pictures of. Whoops. Association says I like a little spooky but not gory. Yes. So I think the best way I can explain is like I love monsters. Yeah, I love monsters. Favorite monster? Werewolves. I am a werewolf junkie. And my absolute favorite werewolf movie of all time is Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman. Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman is about the level that I can handle and still be enjoying myself. Association and Mrs. First both describe themselves as scaredy cats. Can relate. Brady cat. Yes, more books. Always need more books. Okay. Now, what all do I want to put on these? I think a little tiny globe would be very cute. Oh, you can rotate it. I did not know that. Okay then. Let's see. Something that looked like a bowl. So maybe we use this thing. I think we can do a size up. Yeah. What else was on those shelves? Because I know there was something else I was thinking I needed to put in here. Alright, Benjamin recommends Omen. Association thinks it's a little too demony. Yeah. Like devilly, demony stuff tends to freak me out just a little bit more than I can really handle. So some occulty stuff I love, but I don't know, movies with like demon possession specifically, I really struggle with that. Although, again, I was enjoying The Guest. I just got really scared, needed to take a possibly infinitely long break. But for a demon show, I was really enjoying it. Yeah, zombies freak me out. Like zombies and demon possession. There's something about people's bodies being made to do things that that person would never choose to do that just hits on a level that I can't handle. But I don't know why that's different than vampires and werewolves per se, except no. Because if it's a vampire or a werewolf, then the thing that's making them do this stuff is actually part of them that they have to either like, fight or learn to accept or fail and succumb to. Yes. That like the loss of bodily autonomy thing freaks me out on a special level for some weird reason. And yes, I will sit around, like, be kept up at night trying to think, why don't I like possession horror movies? I like werewolf movies. What's the difference, really? Because I'm a nerd. How big is this thing? That is a gigantic piece of garden decor. Okay. Hey, Brave, welcome back. And Benjamin, yes. Intensely relate to that. Oh, that's a big eagle. How are you today, Brave? Did you have a good weekend? Oh man, covered 2 shifts today? That's too many shifts. So, how do I want to decor this? Put that one there. Grab some stacks of books. Zoop. Oh, nice. I do like a day where you can name a best interaction. Like so many days, it's just... That's kind of funny. Like, I kind of like replica stuff because basically then I know that, like, really, if you've got replica stuff, then you don't have to take the things out of their countries of origin, but you still get to see what things were like. So that's extra fun for me. We've been talking like bad movies and horror movie subgenres. We're way off down a rabbit hole at this point. Okay, that there. This first says, I agree with you, Princess. I'd rather things be kept where they belong and have replicas at museums. I'd be totally fine with something that's essentially a theme park for history where everything is replica and you can like pick it up. That sounds very fun to me. Let's see. Where do I want some of these things? Put that one over there. Which I actually need to check your channel out again, because last time I'd looked at it, you're streaming, I think, some kind of horror game. And I was like, that looks cool. I don't have it in me today. So I need to check it out on a day where I do have it in me. As we've been sitting around talking about horror movies. Ooh, this one's fun. Yeah. In particular, I don't like when they empty out graves. Like, this person was buried with all of these grave goods for a reason. Why would you take it all apart and send them everywhere else? Where is the line drawn between archaeologist and grave robber? I say as someone who desperately wanted to be an archaeologist in my youth. Like, if this person was given what is clearly an honored burial, and so they have this extensive barrow full of cool stuff, maybe just kind of take really good notes and cool pictures and make replicas of stuff. Like, make a fake version of the tomb that we can go inside and poke around in, and leave them to their final repose. And again, I say this as someone who wanted to be an archaeologist and is still absolutely fascinated by, like, archaeology and artifact preservation and all of that nerdy stuff. Mrs. First says, I also thought it would be cool to be an archaeologist, but I wouldn't want people to dig up the remains of my loved ones. Sheesh. Yeah, Brave, the only answer I have there is people are weird. Some people are very weird. Yeah. And I don't know, I guess there's different kinds of study. And yeah, looking at what happened with this natural disaster in Pompeii feels very different from, like we were saying, something like digging up someone's grave and clearing out all of the things they were buried with. Like, they were buried with those for a reason. Even if their family line died out a long time ago. Ooh. Okay. So I've got 2 more shelves to fill. I wanted to one with, where'd they go? These things. Oh, let's do down here. Which way do they rotate? Okay, they go that way. So I need another stack. Go here. Oh, that fits perfectly. But I want the gap. Can I grab like one more and make a little bit more dramatic there? Yes, perfect. Exactly what I was going for. Yeah, at one point, I stumbled across a word. It might have been a word of the day or something. I can't remember how to pronounce it. I really think it was something like thanatology. And the definition the dictionary gave was like this, like the study of death and its customs, or some such thing. And I was fascinated. I was like, that sounds like exactly what I would want to learn. I would love to know more about what different cultures believe about death. And so I looked it up, like find classes in it. It's the classes that like people who run funeral homes take. It's like in practice, it's more like how to be sympathetic to people who are grieving. And it's like, that's a useful skill to have, but that's not what I wanted to learn. So I was very sad. I think we really need a painting in here. Oh, I've been trying to figure out what I could put along that side. Like, I could put like a bench. There's like this thing. No, I think I'm good. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Like, on the one hand, it's a little much. On the other hand, this is a Victorian house. So yeah, it sounds like something that would be very useful for people in that field, but I was really hoping that it would be something different for me, or I could study like the history of death rituals in various cultures, because I'm weird. Luciation says we do get on the oddest topics. It's wonderful. We really, really do. We went from horror movies to zombies to grave robbing to thanatology. Mrs. First says, I love the wide-ranging discussions here. Brave says, welcome to the depravity of Twitch chat. So, Lociation is my mother and is the one who homeschooled me and taught me to be this weird. Like, really, she's the reason that we get onto such weird topics. It's her fault. She's the one who taught me to be interested in things. See, I need a painting. You're right, she should be so proud. On a meta level, though. And so yeah, when I was about 4 years old, I think, I discovered ancient Egyptian mummies and got way too into that. And my mom absolutely like enabled me to be as strange of a child as I wanted and set me up with all of the research materials I could want, took me to the library all the time. I have a giant like photographic print of like the coffin from my favorite Egyptian tomb from when I was in middle school. Like, she enabled the nerdiness, no matter how morbid. I need like a really big plant in the corner. Brave says, I like to think I failed my parents by choosing theater over a practical degree. Eh. Mrs. First says one should always enable nerdiness in one's children. Yes. And big plants. My Maybe just this one? Like, I use this one a lot. Oh, Benjamin! Yeah, we'll do the red. We'll put that one there for now. Oh my gosh. Meditation says tell them about the sarcophagus at the museum. That's its own whole story, because again, nerdy child, weird kid. We went to the museum. I was probably like 9. Brave says if you looked inside, it would be the sarcophagus. So yeah, I was like 8 or 9, but we went to the museum and they had a mummy that was in a like wooden mummy shaped box. Ah. So, mummy's in a wooden mummy-shaped box. Sign says that here is a mummy and sarcophagus. And again, I was about 8 or 9. And I like yank on my mom's hand. And I'm like, the sign says it's a sarcophagus, but that's a coffin. The sarcophagus is the box the coffin goes in. And she's like, it's the museum. They clearly know what they have here. And then when we got home, she looked it up, and everything she could find said that like the wooden mummy-shaped box is a coffin, and the sarcophagus is the big box that the mummy-shaped box goes in. So she got to have that moment of, what am I raising? I was probably like 9. So yeah, there were early signs that something was going to be weird with this child. She's just like, I can't believe that the museum has this on their sign, but when you look it up, that's not it. It's like, it's very frustrating. How are you supposed to know what to trust? This right about here? Yeah, I think that's lined up okay. Oh, I have somewhere. There's like fire tools. Fire irons. There we go. So, I mean, it definitely enabled me in feeling like I know everything, which turns out I do not. So, still dealing with that, but interesting. Everyone has such different experiences with advanced education. And even the people who like who know all the things, like How sure can we really be? Because half the time I don't even know what the current memes are. And that's going on right now. You feel me? Like, if I don't understand the culture now, how can I truly understand the culture 100 years ago? I'm not living in the culture 100 years ago. And if I can't really understand it 100 years ago, how could I understand it 1,000 years ago? I still want to try, but... some kind of like table or cabinet or something to put in this corner. Not a plant. I might wind up putting a plant on it, but right now I want some kind of table or cabinet. What options do I have for that? This thing is so weirdly long. I don't get it. It's a possibility. Oh, there we go. I like that. That's funky. Also, can I actually might get rid of that and put like a console table or sideboard or something along this piece of wall. That's too low. Interesting, they're from the same set. Okay. Oh, so said we went to the movies again over the weekend. We went to see Sound of Freedom again while it's still in theaters. So good. Such a good movie. But there's a part where the main character is talking to this like insanely wealthy young like billionaire playboy type of character. So they're in his like very, very masculine mansion, and as they walk through his living room, I leaned over to Luke. It's like, I just identified every furniture item in this room in House Flipper. And I had. Like, as they walk through the room, I'm like, oh, I have a table like that. And I've seen a couch like that in the workshop. Like, I can't turn it off. Dark maple is interesting. That's more what I was looking for. So that's an option. Then what's that other one? Like Kiara something, maybe. So if I decide I want to do like a modern luxury bachelor pad, I have an idea for a starting point. I know exactly which couch I'd be using. That's quite a bit longer than I was expecting, actually. Yeah, I think that length makes it too big for that area. So we'll go for this one. Okay. That right there. That space almost turns into like an optical illusion. Almost. And then I need a plant. There's a very specific okay. I'm not gonna be able to find that exact plant, but I want to see how close I can get because there's a plant in the game that I quite like the look of. I say in the game, in the Nancy Drew game, there's a plant that I like the look of. So I want something similar for in here. Fortunately, that's too big. Yeah. It's almost not too big, but it's a little too big. Also just a little bit too big. What is this one? Aw, it's a little baby. That only comes in purple. This is gonna be way too big. I might be able to use this one if I have to. Yeah, that, if that's the closest I can get, we'll go with that. Even the small snake plants are gigantic, which actually does feel slightly realistic to me. I bought a snake plant several weeks ago, like an $8 or $10 plant, you know, just a little thing. It's like 4 leaves. So brought it home, potted it, and after potting it, realized that my potting soil had been sitting way too long and there were bugs in it. So that was lovely. And so it's got bugs, and I put it outside to dry out. So it's been sitting there with no water for several weeks, and it's like 3 times the size it was when I got it. What do I want to do for lights in this room? Okay, so it looks like in the game, mostly lit with like lamps on end tables. I don't have a ton of end tables in here. Let's see if I can sneak one in here. Little Iris 50 or something. What color have I been using? It's not that one. Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay. And then standing lamps, table lamps. These are solid. We'll probably wind up using my favorite lamp at least once. What else we got? It's only in solids. That's only in solids. These do have very interesting options. Oh, that's bright. Ooh. Benjamin says I should discord a pic of my spider plant. Only plant I've ever had, but it got big. I would love to see that, honestly. My spider plant has survived way longer than I was expecting it to. By like so much. Ugh. Mine doesn't have any of the little spiderlings yet though. I've had it for a couple of years and there's still no spiderlings. I did grow it from cuttings. So, but still, I was hoping it would have little baby plants by now, and it does not. Okay, now, specific thing that is in both games. You can get this. Benjamin says my plant lives in a giant bay window that gets like 23.5 hours of sun a day. That sounds appropriate. Alright, got my candles. Room's a little bit weird. Yeah, that would make sense. Mine hasn't died yet. That's what can be said for it. It hasn't died. Let's see, furniture. So living room shelves. I don't know, will this fit in the corner? Okay, yeah, I can still get around that. A little bit of a tight squeeze, but I can still get around that. In this room, I have the same candlestick as in the other room. Oh, although there's nothing in the middle of the table, so maybe that's what I'll use as my centerpiece. Okay. And then I want, can we guess, a plant. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, I want this guy. Big plant. And I'm gonna put a clipboard here for everyone's schedules. Little pencil cup next to it so we have something to write with. Okay. Whoops. Oh dear. Okay. And I want to put some magazines in here. In Message in a Haunted Mansion, they have some like magazines about houses and bed and breakfasts and stuff. Oh yeah, we still have the entire kitchen as well. Whoops. Well, there's also this little space I need to do something with. It's coming along nicely though. What do I want to do in here? I think I can make it really cute. Let me start by putting a chandelier in here. This one. Okay. Alright. This looks good. And then get rid of that one. And grab one I've been putting everywhere else. Brass. Okay, now we have light. Nice golden light. A slight flicker to it. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Trying to think about like color schemes. Let me look at the tiles real quick. I think only the luxury ones have that option where you can do that. So so do I like any of the luxury tiles or Victorian? No, wait. Wait. I have a thing. Okay, I think it's supposed to be a gray tile, but to me it kind of looks like stamped tin. Alright, I'm gonna paint it in here. I think I'm gonna paint it something green. Maybe even essential sage. Because essential sage is just stunning. This one called Crunchy Pistachios. Might be too yellow. Green Fluorite. Fun color name. That light does make it a little bit orange in here, but it's too cute. At some point I do want to try doing a gothic kitchen. That would be fun. Okay. Alright. And get rid of that for now. Then We need... Alright, let me see what the different styles of cabinets are. Novella ones are really nice. Just love that they go all the way to the ceiling. It makes me happy. I don't know if it works for Victorian. It's very modern farmhouse. If it was wooden, then it might work. Or if there was a version with the butcher block countertop like that. Don't know if there's enough of the ones in this set though. Tinda's cute, but I don't want to do the ones with the flower detail for this one. Ooh, Count is really cool. It doesn't have a ton of options, but it's really cool. Okay, let's look at what Count has. It's really cool. Okay, let's look at just the sink. Yeah, it only has the one option. So... Cedar's cute. And... there, and... do the white marble. Or just, white gloss. White gloss. Ooh, plant is in the Discord. Yes! Okay, it doesn't exactly fit, but it's very close. Having some thoughts. So I'm gonna grab... Okay. I want to do like this fridge. Actually, I kind of like the beige. I worry about myself. I'm liking too many things that are beige lately. Count corner. Okay. Corner. Alright, we did cedar and white gloss and black handle. I'm gonna place that, and then I'm gonna look at the plant. I love to see a plant. Oh, wow. That's impressive. Mine is a little bit, not that nice right now. It's struggling a little bit. Mine is still my first one. So my workplace, boss got a big spider plant. Try to liven the place up. Oh, yeah, they think there's 2 kitchens. So it started making all the little baby spider plants, and everyone who worked there kept taking cuttings off of it. And I somehow managed to not kill any of them. I still don't know how. So, Mrs. First, I also have an app that I use called Planta, Planta. I just use the free version, and I tell it what plants I have and like where they are, like how close they are to windows and what direction they face and stuff. And it gives me a notification every time I need to water my plants. It is extremely helpful. This thing's so pretty. It's not quite right for in here, but it is so pretty. Let's go ahead and do this one. Ah, yeah, that'll do it. I need to figure out how much space this is. Looks like about 50. So, do we have 50? Is there really not a 50? There's not a 50. How is there not a 50? There's like a 45. There's a 25. Okay, I'll put 2 25s together and we'll pretend it's a 50. My standards aren't that high. Ta-da! Okay. Scoot that so I can grab this thing again. Now, check that thing out again. It's this thing. Then I'm gonna grab the corner. Do that there. Then I'm gonna move stuff. Upright storage for cookie sheets. Yes! Perfect. It's practical. So I'm not a big plant namer. The one exception is the snake plant. And the reason the snake plant is an exception is because I'm terrified of snakes. Like, aggressively afraid of snakes. So, I named it Severus, and now it's a snake plant. also have a Pothos, however it's pronounced, and it is technically named Porthos because I kept wanting to call it Porthos instead. So, like, one of my plants is a musketeer. Okay, it doesn't want me to put counter in front of it, but it will let me put it behind counter. Ah. Okay, so that brings me back to previous concept. We'll try my other idea. Okay. Yeah, I know that my coworkers have all killed, well, former coworkers now, but I know they've all killed multiple iterations of this plant. Like, they've all taken clippings that have never been seen again. Somehow mine is still going. It's had like 3 or 4 times where I thought for sure it was gonna kick it, and it's still there. Screw that. That. There. Association says I have an aloe plant that was doing beautifully. Got fruit flies on it, so I put it outside for the summer. It turned reddish. I thought it was dead, but my son told me it turns red in too much sunlight. Oh, cool! Moved it to a less sunny location and it's turning green again. That's awesome. Okay, got that right there. I just don't think that we have enough sun in our house. Don't think I could grow an aloe here. Well, let me put this back here. Yes. Okay. Now, I want to see if my plan will work. I probably should have checked before now, but here we are. Okay. Looking for this one. I'll try a straight piece here. So let's look for it. No, there's an edge. Okay, well, I can put it that much behind them. We're just gonna fiddle with this for a while. do really like the spooky house music. I really hope that they get the bugs fixed soon so that I can, like, use my office again. Yeah, the custom content is very fiddly. Oh. Try saying huh, it helps. Okay. Yeah, it's great to have the options. You just have to be really committed to them. Come on. There we go. Okay. Then this thing again. I can't put it there, so there's just gonna be that strip across. I'm planning to put it like all the way to the cabinets on that wall. Probably just the strip across the back on this side. Let me finish it off. Because I don't know yet how much I'm putting in that corner, so just have that there in case. Now, let's see. Hanging cabinets. Oh. That's kind of nice. Ooh. So... how wide are those? 60? Yes. Oh. Or not quite. One singular. I want to take that. Yes, beautiful. Alright, and then yeah, just want my tin backsplash look. Yes. Okay, I like it. Benjamin says, oh good, my wife doesn't want to go to the movie tonight. And Luke says, phew, Barbie averted. At this point, it's one of those things, it's like, even if it was the greatest movie that has ever been made, I don't think I could bring myself to go just because everyone is seeing it. You know, it's too oversaturated, it's too overhyped. I swear, like, every meme that's currently trending is Barbie related somehow. And that's too much Barbie. Even if you love Barbie, that's just too much Barbie. Oh, Oh, I have a kitchen shelf. I'm not sure what it's like, what it would be under. There's also this thing which is really cute. Oh, it says too much plastic and too much pink. Well, at some point I am planning to do a Barbie dream house though, and that's going to be a lot of plastic and a lot of pink. Not quite as bright a pink as the movie. Just gonna put this over here. This hung on a wall, silly. Okay. And windows, curtains. Let's use... Oh, let's use the lacy ones. This one. Okay, beautiful. Then... do I want to do over there? Yeah, let's do one more piece of counter there. Just carry it all the way through. What do we think that is? Let's try the 60. Not quite enough. Put it in the corner and have the smaller one in the middle. Oh no, wait, there is... it's an 80 with drawers. Let's check that out. No, it's a little too much. Benjamin says, well, now with a free evening, I think I'll play some games. How could you ever have come up with such an idea? Such a novel way to spend your free time. I'm still doing a lot of Oblivion. Some might say too much Oblivion, but they would be wrong. That's 30. So is there a 35? I remember seeing a 35. Yes. Oh. Oh, because it has a corner cabinet. Corner cabinets are always weird. This one's extra weird. Do you know what games? I need a trash bin. Yep. Meh. One in the game's bigger. Alright. Yeah, this one. Okay. Put that there. And then next to it, it's a Paxson item. I think it was the coffee table. Like this one that we used. Yeah. the 100. Oh, I like that. I got a notification from Steam that a game on my wish list is on sale for like $4. I shouldn't get that. I shouldn't get that. I have too many games already. I'm never gonna be able to play all of them. But it's like $4. Don't tempt me, Frodo. Graveyard Keeper? Everyone said, which game? At the same time? Yeah, it's very, very on sale. Benjamin is a fan, okay. It looks like the humor might be a little bit dark, but depending on my mood, that could also be very fun. Macabre Stardew Valley. How macabre, though? I'm gonna put... It's very similar to Cottage, but I'm gonna put some baking tools on there. Said I'm very interested. Okay, like how would it compare to something like, I want to say like the Santa Clarita Diet? I'm trying to think of things that are dark humor. I do love the aesthetic. Stove sticks out so much farther than the cabinets, which looks ridiculous, but also I kind of feel like that's realistic given that it's supposed to be a Victorian house. And I'm pretty sure every house that I've been in that was that old, none of the appliances fit in the kitchen at all. Okay, it's not dark, it's just Halloween-y. So kind of Nightmare Before Christmas-esque. Because Nightmare Before Christmas I can do. Okay. Because the description on Steam says something about having to make, like, basically having to make choices that have disturbing moral implications or something, and it's like, the game just looks cute. I don't want to have to decide things with unsettling moral implications. So that's the one thing that's been putting me off. Oh, this thing's so cute. I haven't used that yet. That's adorable. Benjamin says the only people disturbed by it would be the really hardcore religious types. How hardcore? Because, like... Whoop. Like, this is part of my TBR at the moment. But also, I've scared most of the people I've ever gone to church with. So... Benjamin says the same type who fully believed D&D was satanic. Okay, I'm good then. Alright. What else we got? I have this green box somewhere in here that I really want to put out. Yeah, I can remember. So I can remember. I'm going to say this, and please do not interpret any of it politically, because we have a no politics rule. But I can remember as a kid always hearing about how, like, yeah, kids shouldn't be allowed to read Harry Potter, because if they read Harry Potter, they would grow up to be like witches, Satanists, etc. And so I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter as a kid. When I was in my late teens, I read Harry Potter for the first time, and after reading the whole series, it's like, I don't see how any of this would make kids grow up to be witches. However, I do think that it could make them grow up to be communists. Like, they were worried about the wrong thing. That was my takeaway. But as we already established in this stream, I was a strange child. I grew up to be a strange adult. But I'm friendly and mostly harmless. At this point, oh, thank you, Classy Bathrobe, for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, at this point, it feels like a lot of words have lost all meaning because so many people have such different definitions for all of them. So it kind of feels like we should just start over and make a new language where we all agree on exactly what everything means. What can I put up on that little top shelf? We need Babel 2.0. We're just about there, and it's called the internet. Like, with internet and memery and everything, language can change so quickly and in such small groups that, yeah, it winds up like you'll have a new language be created in like 6 months. It's using some old words, some new words, but it's a new language. Let's see. I do think I want a bread basket somewhere. Roy, totally agree with that point. Benjamin says, don't even get me started on emojis. You mean the return to hieroglyphics? Yeah. It's a tree up. Okay, what else do I want in here? I definitely need a spice rack. I mean, we cannot live without a spice rack, obviously. Okay, so there's spices. And we need utensils. Oh gosh. And I will be the Luddite, Benjamin, just waving goodbye. All right. Good to see you, Lociation. Have a good night. Whoop. That's not how you spell utensil. There we go. Ah. What do we want to do? Maybe this. That's cute. We've gotten onto some very odd topics today. Maybe a mixer. We'll give him a fancy mixer. Let's see, that's under kitchen accessories. Yeah, we'll get him a fancy mixer. So they can do lots of cool baking in here. This verse says, we've been all over the place today, very much like the conversations I have with my adult kids, especially the youngest. As long as everybody's polite. If you don't want to be polite, there's other streams. We're all here because we do want to be polite. Yep. Ooh, I could do a braided rug in here. Oh, that one's so cute. Yes, we're doing that. Okay. What else? Yeah, the braided rugs are like my favorite, which is funny because I remember as a kid thinking that they were so like, I would say old-fashioned and rustic in a bad way. And now as an adult, I'm like, oh my gosh, braided rugs are so cute. Everything just loops back around. I don't want to put a clock in here. Ooh, what about this one? That's cute. Yeah. I like it. Alright, kitchen is coming along. What else? Oh, yeah, we need soap. Ooh. Where it says tie-dye, hula hoops, rope rugs, it's all cyclical. It goes around, comes back around. Oh yes. But every generation always thinks that they're the first ones to discover everything that they have. And it's like, 3-4 generations back, all the same stuff. Even all the same ideas. It's fascinating. This first says, it seems like the cycles keep getting shorter before things come back again. So I'm thinking that, because I theorize about things, but I'm thinking a lot of that has to do with Industrial Revolution, the distances between places feel shorter now because, you know, we can travel faster, and now we have the internet, so we can communicate a lot quicker. Whereas it used to take like years for a trend to get, say, from Europe to America, and then years to spread across America. Now it can be everywhere in minutes. Yeah, fast fashion and all of that, that's also a whole issue. So yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot going on. Towel right there, and we need a drying rack. Mrs. First says, I would love a house with braided rugs all over, but we currently have wall-to-wall falling apart carpet. Someday if we were to go to another type of flooring, I would do braided rugs all over. So, say, several years ago, my dad and I renovated one of the bedrooms in my parents' house and decided to do laminate flooring. So we got all of the samples of laminate from Lowe's and we experimented on them. Like, we dropped hammers on them to see what dented easiest. We left them in a bucket of water overnight to see what warped the most. And amazingly, the one that held up the best was the cheapest one, and it was like $1 a foot. So. Yes. Yeah. Fast fashion lets people pursue every impulse they have. And yes, that lets styles change very quickly. Yeah, so the cheapest, easiest to lay laminate floor was actually the sturdiest one. And it also happened to be the one that had the most realistic looking wood grain to it. It was a very dark, very wide wood board. So we used that, and dadgum, it's like I got tape stuck to it and I peeled it up and it didn't take the pattern with it. I spilled nail polish remover on it and it didn't take up the pattern. Like, I was very impressed with that 99 cent a square foot laminate. So just because it's cheap, don't immediately assume that it must be like cheapo. Test it out. Get the samples and run it through things that you think it could reasonably encounter. See what holds up. Because I was very happy with that floor. We were using the dark maple some, and that was really cute. Which figure is this one? Oh, that's like a perfect fit. Awesome. Okay. Then down here, we want like a couple of little paintings. You know what? In the game, there's this white arch that goes across partway down. I'm thinking if I did this, it then winds up making two tiny hallways, but let me try this out real quick. This verse says, when we moved into this house, it had carpet everywhere, and I'm pretty sure they just did the cheapest stuff they could get down to sell the house. And with carpet, you get what you pay for. And with dogs and kids, ours is now very much worse for the wear. Oh yeah. Yeah, dogs and kids plus cheap carpet is not, it's not gonna last. Okay, I needed doors. Here's, I'm wanting the, like, I don't know how to pronounce it, Gildar or something. Let's see. is there one that's just slightly wider? I don't really want to have to put... Oh, they're slightly narrower, but slightly wider. Who would want that? Come on, there's gotta be one, right? There's every other size. Is there 1.25? 275. So I could do a 275 in there. Goddammit. Oh man. Oh no. This first says we used to have a black lab who loved to chase lights, including the sunlight that came in the windows and reflected off his tags. Oh dear. And then he would try to catch the lights and end up snagging the carpet with his teeth. Whoops. Okay. Try the 275. But apparently I need to close this off lightly for it to work. Unless... Nope, I can't make that narrower. Or can I? That's the corner wall, right? But it won't let me trash just that one. I can trash this one, but not that one. Alright, well, we'll try there, I guess. I'm bummed. Alright, so... 1, 2, 5... I want to see what this looks like. Oh, it doesn't fit. That's wonderful. We'll just keep fiddling with things. It's a fiddly kind of day, apparently. Oh, this one fits. Okay. Well, we now have an arch. And... for some reason it thinks this is living? Oh, it's part of the living room. Because it has the stairs. Okay. A Boston Terrier that'd stand up on his back legs and look at the sun reflecting off the floor onto the ceiling. Okay, so all of this is considered part of the living room. Interesting. Then we're actually really close to being done with this. Like, it just needs some finishing touches. And I frequently wind up doing off stream just because. You can fit a little cable or something across there, right? Oh, that's cute. Okay. And then, honestly, I think I'll put a mirror above that. Mirrors. Like, I'm looking at the game and it's mostly either paintings or sconces everywhere. Which reminds me, I need to find sconces for in here. So let's see. Do the light and the dark sconce. That one's really cute. How big is this thing? That's $900 for this little thing. that might be a little much for me. Oh, this is nice. All the other rooms have gold, but this room had dark. Put one there. Put one there. They're at very different heights. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Oh man. Mrs. First says, our golden used to stare at lights on the ceiling with such adoration, almost worshipful. That's adorable. Okay. Those are so much nicer than the ones upstairs. I might swap out the upstairs ones. Alright. So over here I need a painting. This house has so many paintings. Like, seriously, so many paintings. Ooh, I like that one. And then try this one over here. Okay. Like, this house just has paintings everywhere. I need a base for this one. Let's do a search for base. What kind of base do we want to use? Yeah. I am not a dog person. I'm allergic, so I don't really have the option, but I'm okay with that. I'm a cat lady. I want to put over here. Sure, we'll do that one. Ooh. Oh dear. Wrong light switch. Okay, that's better. Mrs. First says, one benefit of searching for art online to put in the game as custom paintings is I'm now getting lots of ads for beautiful artwork. I'm going to be seeing ads, at least they are pretty ones now. I love that. Yeah, I have been getting a lot of ads for like crochet stuff. And oh, I don't mind looking at yarn, I'm fine. This one. That just looks kind of sad there. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that wall. Wait, I just gonna giant mirror the whole thing. Yeah. I think I'm going to swap these out. Ones that aren't as obnoxiously bright. So these beige. Nope. Okay, those are reasonably close to the same height. We're calling it. And across it goes. Okay, close enough. And that's better. The whole room didn't just turn white. So, okay. Got that room is done. I think that room's done. This one doesn't have a rug. I think that's the only thing missing in here. Well, I guess floor trim would have been nice, but I'd have to move absolutely everything to do that now, and that's not happening. So. Oh, this room doesn't have any lights in it. Those are probably useful. Ooh. I can use these. Okay, nice. And I want to put something next to this. A little stool or an end table or something. Nightstand might work. I think a nightstand is going to be my best bet. So, bedroom, bedside cabinets. What do we got? This one's probably too big. That is gigantic. Yeah, I think something like this. This is dark wood. That works. So put that there. And then I can do my standard. Whoop. So I have to have candles. Excuse me. Oh, can use this one. This can be our candle of choice. That one's really cool. Very gothic. Yeah, and then we need some family-friendly juice. And oh, right. Look, if I use one of the ones that's in the game, I can put it like upright at an angle. So like, let's see, what would someone here be reading? How about they're reading this one? Yeah. Right there. Cute. Okay. And then I'll need shampoo and conditioner. And maybe a body wash. Yes. There we go. Okay. So they've got all their stuff. Okay, so the single books that are part of the game. So accessories, hobby, books. These ones that are just by themselves. If you hit Q, they stand up and they have like falling down a little bit, or completely upright. And yeah, I just discovered it recently because when you have the book in your hand, it says Q to rotate book vertically. Been playing this game for years and never noticed that. So, that is a thing, that is an option. I used that in the study down here because I also discovered that a couple of the single books are the same as the ones that are in sets. So I put sets of books here, and then I angled a couple of the single ones to get that spot where it looks like a couple books have been taken out and the others are falling into that space. So, yeah, literally took me years to discover that it says it on the screen. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot the duck. There we go. Cannot forget the duck. Yep, there's a rotate button. Who'da thunk? Alright, down here. Just gonna put some extra towels. And extra toilet paper. I have priorities. Yep. Yeah, I don't know how many times I thought, man, it would be nice if, like, I could rotate these books, and apparently I could. So, whoops. Put 2 bottles of different cleaners. And I had one other thought. Oh yeah. Let's see. Air freshener. Okay. This bathroom should be good. I think the bedroom, study, and the powder room are as good as I'm gonna get them. Living rooms... I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. So let's see. Furniture. Corridor? Yes. Just trying to finish as much of this as I can because I'm so close to it being done. So just see how much can be finished on stream. Because anything that I have left, I'm probably just gonna do by myself. Let's put this over here. And maybe an umbrella stand over here. There we go. Nice little functional entryway. Something I just realized is the game has a lot of decorative plates and I have not placed a single one. So, decorations, standing decorations, plates. Okay. Got a few options here. Maybe this one. Okay. That there. And let's all get upstairs. Just want to see, do I have a second plate that I could use? Oh, that one's nice and small. That'll fit. Ta-da! Okay. Oh, this has a standing version too. I can like have a little plate display. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I can do up there. Yeah, I still feel like the living room is missing something or is not great somehow. I'm actually quite tempted to swap out the wallpaper. Wait, what if I did swap this out for a light wallpaper in here? Because so I'm trying to combine the living room and the entryway since it enters into the living room. Because in Haunted Mansion, the entryway is this green wallpaper and the living room is like a, one second. It's like, more like this thing. What if I did that one in here and I put the green wallpaper in this bathroom? And then I wouldn't have the weird stuff going on there. Like, could I do paneling in here with the green wallpaper? I'm very tempted. Let me just see. Okay, Looks like paneling can be put behind the bathtub and behind the toilet. It looks like it won't go behind the sink, but I could put that pedestal sink in here because there is a storage cabinet. So it would not be the end of the world if we didn't have the under sink storage. I think I'm going for it. Whoops. There I go, speaking of the modern generation having poor impulse control. Whoopsie. Oh dear. I was supposed to be about done too. Now I'm redoing walls. Yep. Okay. So, you're welcome, Benjamin. Mrs. First says, I love that you get this close to done and then decide, I'm going to swap the walls in these rooms. Like a final draft revision kind of thing, you know? So walls, wallpapers, emerald chain bloom, dark green. I mean, since it's wallpaper and we have this option now, that's a nice way to put it, yes. It also showed my perfectionism and lack of self-control. Terrible combination. Paneling update does make it pretty fast though, so why not? I mean, placing the panels around will take longer, but Alright, so there's all that. That's the whole room. It's okay. So get rid of that so that I can do what I need to do. These, okay. How much space do I have here? Let's go ahead and do this kind. Brown oak. Yeah, that'll be nice. Alright, corner. It's like a puzzle, gotta start with the corners. Scoot this away from the wall. Alright. Grab this. That right there. Then just do this one all the way around so they all match. Let's see how that works when I get to behind the bathtub. Oh. Yes. Okay. Alright. Actually kind of amazed that it let me do that. Behind the toilet. Okay. And almost there. Okay. Alright. So I was kind of concerned by personality tests and stuff that we're trying to figure out if I had poor impulse control. Because their impulse control questions would always be like related to substance abuse or how many tattoos you have, stuff like that. And it's like, well, I don't do anything like that, but I will spend like 6 hours straight just doing a deep dive research on the history of circus sideshows because I caught a wild hare. I was supposed to be doing dinner, but instead I just spent the whole time reading about the history of circus sideshows. But since that's research, it's supposed to be like productive or something. It's like, still impulsive though. Then I need a light switch. I'm staying up until 2 a.m. because I need to finish reading this book. They're like, but it's not harmful, so it's not poor impulse control. Really? How do you determine that? Oh, there's this one painting. I've probably used it elsewhere in the house. In fact, I'm sure I've used it elsewhere in the house, but it's so pretty I'll use it in here too. Boop. It's just so pretty. Okay. And then... Yeep. Hang on, I have to fix this real quick, or I'm just gonna look this up, and then you'll never escape. Oh yeah. I have a book that I love. I'm aware that it's a very odd book, and it's very much like up to personal tastes, but I love it. And it's like 517 pages. And the first time I read this book, I stayed up until, like, I was just gonna read a couple chapters or so before bed. And I literally stayed up until 4 in the morning reading it. And then I woke up at 7, read the last few chapters, and went back to sleep. Those internet rabbit holes will get you. Oh. Scoot these backwards. Okay, so unfortunately cannot put things in the drawers. Let's, I think I'll do like a standing towel rack kind of thing. Like this one. Gold medal in here, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that one. Then over here we need to do a hanging one. That looks too big. So... Roy says, remember what Elmer Fudd used to say about the rabbit? What, be very, very quiet? Alexis first says, that is one thing I like with House Flipper too. You can put things in drawers or move stacks of things together. Oh, that does sound really nice. Alright, and we're gonna do the standing one in here as well. Yeah, he does go on rabbit trails. Very perseverative behavior Elmer Fudd has. Alright. Then over here... Oh, wrong duck. We'll put a backup duck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, being able to put silverware in the drawer would be nice. Mm-hmm. Alright, and then I would like a plant. Just a little one. Like... Oh... Oh my goodness, I haven't even used my drapey plant anywhere in this house. Who even am I? I don't even know myself anymore. Let's do this one. That's cute. And then, since in real life things are never perfectly aesthetic, accessories, cosmetics. Here. Okay. Yes. All right. Oh, and I think I want like a bar of soap. A little soap dish, a bar of soap. Oh, I can do this. Yes. Okay. And candle. I'll do Leon in here. Boop. Okay. I think that's gonna be that one done. Okay. And then the other wallpaper. I was like, then we're done, right? No, there's still these walls all to do. Benjamin, pot stickers sound amazing. That kind of looks like... Okay, let me look through these real quick. I think that the first one I looked at is what I'm going to end up using. But I want to take a quick peek anyway. They're not beige dots. There's brown dots, but not beige dots. That's sad. Scroll. Yeah, frozen pot stickers actually sounds amazing. This looks pretty close too. Alright, we're gonna do swatches. Diamond. How's that different from diamond cream? Ah, okay. Right. Ooh, Benjamin says the trick with frozen pot stickers is to add a dash of soy sauce to the cooking water. That's brilliant. Alright, I just think I'll like the busy floral more for the Victorian house. You know? I think it'll make me happier. Yeah. Yeah, very tragically. So, years ago, got really into like Asian cooking, was trying to learn how to cook all these different Asian foods. And I got really good at some of it. Well, Luke is gluten intolerant. So most of that stuff that I worked really hard learning to cook, he can't eat. Like, I spent so long learning how to make the perfect bao. Bao only works with gluten. I've figured out how to do gluten-free versions of some stuff, but bao only works with gluten. Yeah, it's rough. Here. Okay, I'm gonna at least have to move that thing. So at some point, I'll go visit my mom, and I'll make bao there. Oh no! Whoops! Yeah. There we go. See, now I want pot stickers. I haven't had those in forever. Just want to check something real quick. No. Okay. Alright. Unfortunately, with the curtain there, I can't do molding, like crown molding. Otherwise, that would look really good. I'm also getting hungry, so... And I can't stop thinking about pot stickers. We don't have any of those. We do have pierogies. But... Alright. I think... I'm calling this here. This might be it for the whole house. So. Actually, probably not, since... Like, it might be it for the streams, though, because... I still want to do something with the garden, and I want maybe put shutters on the house, just so there's a little more interest on the outside. But I haven't decided yet if I'm doing that on stream or just putting on a true crime podcast and going for it. So we'll see what the next one winds up doing. So what I keep doing before I sell houses is record like final walkthroughs and take lots of screenshots. And the idea is that if I edit the streams down into YouTube videos, I can put the walkthrough at the end, and the screenshots can go on other social media, like in the Discord or on Instagram. I just keep avoiding Instagram because it's toxic and obnoxious, and I still have not wrapped my brain around the editing software I was trying to figure out, so it's currently in timeout for making me feel stupid. It's being punished by me not using it for what I need to do. But yeah. It's not a problem with the program, it's a problem with my brain. So I'll just need to watch the tutorial several more times, but that sounds boring. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Mrs. First says resolves what she's been using too, but it does have a steep learning curve. Yes, I hate steep learning curves because I like feeling immediately smart at things. Roy says let's put YouTube in the corner. Yes. I like being immediately good at things so that I can feel like a genius and reclaim that gifted kid thrill from like 4th grade. You know, the one where you're told that you're reading at a high school reading level and it's like, oh, I'm so smart. And then you get to high school and it's just what everyone's reading. So yeah. Okay, but for this, we're calling it here. I might fiddle with it more off stream. Probably gonna redo a few of the jobs off stream. Oh yeah. Yep. See, that's what we're collecting here, is like the former gifted kids. I did see a meme today that said, I'm not a former gifted kid, I'm still a gifted kid. Put me in a 4th grade class and I'll dominate just like I did then. And I can very much relate to that. Yup. Yeah, former gifted kid seems to be the stream theme. Alright. Calling it. And yeah. So, I'll be back tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern. Doing some more house flipper. We'll see what we're flipping, but I'll be back then. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'm so glad you're able to spend this time with me. I had such a great time. And so, yeah. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Bye, everybody.